Think SEO doesn't apply to you? Think again. Everyone should care about SEO. Here's why. Welcome back to another episode of Justin Day Digital for your weekly dose of marketing tips and tricks. Before we get started, make sure to smash that subscribe button and like the video. Comment SEO below if this video brings you any sort of value. All right, let's jump into the video. SEO, search engine optimization, is a three-headed beast, constantly evolving, constantly changing, and will drive you crazy as you try to comprehend the vast depths of this monster. Only kidding. Let me explain the truth. Search engines are constantly indexing everything they can find on the internet, and their goal is to make sure that whatever you search has the best answer for your search term. Using SEO is how you tell search engines, my content is the best, put mine higher. If nobody can find your website, then it might as well not exist, right? Keeping SEO in mind as you build out that website and those pages will help you out later on when you're indexing your website with search engines. Building it without SEO is the same thing as shooting your shot in the dark. Sure, you may like it, but how do you know that others will? Why not use the data that's available to you to make sure that you're hitting not only the right number of people, but also the most? So, how do search engines rank websites? There are more than a few ways to get the good old SEO cogs turning. Here are a few examples of our basic bread and butter techniques. Backlinks work incredibly well, as long as you've got the right connections. A backlink is someone linking to your content from their own website. Now, that site will already be indexed, and you could also be ranked extremely high on the search engines. So, by them including a link, it's essentially the same as saying, hey Google, this site exists. Go index it quickly. Their popularity helps yours. Now, imagine this process happening on thousands of websites. Google will see this and think, oh wow, all these big websites are linking to this, so it must be useful. I'll rank it high. And that's the beauty of backlinks. Search engines have become incredibly smart, to the point where they can establish what the context of your content is. AI is getting pretty scary. Just kidding. Relevance works by using a thing called interaction data. It can tell the difference between if a person, for example, means Java, the coding language, or Java, the fruit. By using a mountain of search queries recorded in their search engines, they can make assumptions about what the user is most likely searching for. So, for you, when you're planning out your content, make sure that there's something included called Lsi Keywords. These are contextual keywords. They help Google decide whether you're Java, the coding language, or a plum. You can find out about Lsi Keywords by using many available pieces of software online, like LSI Graph. By freshness, we don't mean the 90s term for good old fashioned. We mean dates, the calendar type, not the significant other type. Okay. Search engines want to make sure that the results of your search query are up to date. This is especially crucial if you're in an industry that's constantly evolving and updating. When a person searches for new Samsung Galaxy phone, the results won't show a Galaxy S8. They'll want to show the latest release. Common sense, right? There are two ways to use this to your advantage. You can make timeless content where the knowledge represented will remain relevant forever, or you can keep your pre-existing articles updated with edits. This doesn't mean you can update the title from 2021 and 2022. Search engines will still scan your content after updating to make sure it does indeed represent updated information. If only things were that easy. Search engines like it when websites know their stuff. They like it when websites know their stuff over and over. So, when the same website releases something about the same topic, they'll know it'll be consistently great. In the shortest of terms possible, this is what it boils down to. Be good at what you know. If you're a paperclip company, keep writing about paperclips. If you're a dog food company, keep writing about dog food. Eventually, search engines will look at what you're offering and establish that when a person searches for dog food or paperclips, your website is the first to show up. Never stray away from your niche. You'll even outrank mainstream titans. And that's not a joke. Nobody likes waiting for a page to load. I bet even you don't. That's why page speed is a definite factor when it comes to SEO. Low page speed affects your bounce rate, which tells search engines that people won't stick around to see whether you're useful or not. So, why show it to others? If your site is already pretty fast, making it slightly faster won't have much impact. If it takes longer than 3 seconds, that's when you've got a problem. You can check your health of your site by using PageSpeed Insights, which is owned by Google. If there's a lot of red, pass it on to your developer and tell them to get to work. Everyone's on their smartphone these days, including us. Search engines know this, so this is what they look for specifically. Search engines will index the mobile version of your site before the desktop version. That's the harsh reality. So, when designing your website, make absolute sure that the mobile version is working as intended. If not, time to summon those web developers again. You can use Google's mobile-friendly test tool to get accurate report of what's going on and what's wrong. How many times have you gone to the second page of your search results? I'm guessing not many times, right? It's important that your website ranks among the top 5 results for your chosen SEO target. Otherwise, you'll be getting those loads of people who aren't as sure about what they want, which means they'll be harder to either convert into a sale or stay to read your article. This can also snowball into other things. The more popular you are on a search result list, the more interaction you'll get. Other sites will backlink to you, you'll start appearing on social media more. There's a ton of benefits to it. The icing on the cake is that SEO practices results a user-friendly website. So do not ignore it. SEO is your friend, not your enemy. I know all of this looks complicated and arduous, but there are tools out there to help you along the way if you're a person who wants to do it themselves. If not, there are plenty of SEO experts, me, that are there to help you out along the way. If time isn't your friend, then let us handle it. It's an investment that will return itself in no time. That's all for now. See you in the next one.